So dear students, now I am taking the class 10th chemistry chapter chemical reactions and chemical equations, and under this chapter I am going to start the new topic, that is type of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are of many types, and in our syllabus we will study some important types of chemical reactions, under which we will study the combination reactions, decomposition reactions, displacement reactions, double displacement reactions, oxidation reduction reactions, precipitation reactions, and exothermic and endothermic type of reactions. This exothermic and endothermic type of reactions already I have explained you in the previous videos, and now the remaining type of reactions we will study one by one. So first type of a chemical reaction, and that is combination reaction. The word is very clear. Combination reaction means when two or more than two elements or compound they combine together and they form a single compound. Such type of reactions are called combination reaction. So definition, you see, a reaction in which two or more substances combine together to form a new substance is called a combination reaction. Very simple definition. So I hope you have understood this simple definition. Two or more than two substances, when they combine together, they form a single compound or single substance, that is called combination reaction. You can better understand with the help of these examples. See, first example, 2SO2 plus O2 give rise to 2SO3. SO2 is sulfur dioxide, O2 is oxygen, and SO3 is sulfur trioxide. In this example, sulfur dioxide, it means SO2 and O2, they are reacting together and they form a single compound, that is SO3. It means sulfur trioxide. So this is an example of combination reaction. Second example, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium oxide is called tuna. Our normal tuna, which we are using at home also, it is also called as quicklime. When the calcium oxide that reacts or combines with the carbon dioxide CO2, then it forms calcium carbonate. Here also the two compounds, they are reacting together and they are forming one compound, that is calcium carbonate. This is another example of this combination reaction. One important note is given downside. The slurry of lime in water is used for whitewashing. Actually, you might have seen many times when the painters come our homes for whitewashing, they just bring tuna from the market, and tuna means lime. Lime is also called as quicklime. So what the painter does, painter brings that and that puts in the water. In that, the tuna, it means calcium oxide, reacts with the water with the hissing sound, and finally it forms the slaked lime, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं बुझा हुआ चूना. And the chemical formula of the slaked lime, that is called calcium hydroxide. You see this calcium hydroxide, it is very clear here. This is the chemical formula of calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide, when dissolved in the water, this calcium hydroxide remains in the water and it forms slurry of lime, and this slurry of lime that is utilized for whitewashing. You see the equation, calcium oxide, it means the tuna quicklime, when react with the water, then it forms calcium hydroxide, that is called slaked lime. So these are the various examples of the combination reaction. Now I am taking the another type of reaction, that is called decomposition reaction. That also very simple. Decomposition means when a single compound breaks into two or more than two substances, then it's called decomposition reaction. See the definition, a reaction in which a substance is broken down into two or more simpler substances is known as decomposition reaction. A decomposition reaction is opposite of a combination reaction. These both are opposite to each other. Why? Because in the combination reaction, two or more than two substances, they combine and they form one single compound, but in the decomposition reaction, one compound simply that breaks into two or more than two compounds. So that is why it is opposite to the combination reaction. Now see the example, that is very important example, lead nitrate, that is given in your NCERT and in the reference also. Lead nitrate, when it is heated, then it forms lead oxide, yellow color lead oxide, and nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. And in this you are seeing that lead nitrate breaks into the PbO plus NO2 plus O2. It means one compound breaks into three compounds. That is why this is an example of decomposition reaction. Second example, calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is also called as chuna patthar or limestone. When it is heated in the blast furnaces, then it forms calcium oxide and plus CO2. It means chuna, quicklime. This chuna quicklime that is formed from the limestone only. Limestone is chuna patthar. When it is heated in the blast furnaces at a very high temperature, then it forms calcium oxide and CO2. So this is another example of decomposition reaction. Next example, when anhydrous ferrous sulfate is heated strongly, it decomposes to give ferric oxide and oxide of sulfur. So next example, you see iron sulfate, FeSO4, when it breaks, then it forms Fe2O3, ferric oxide plus oxide of sulfur, includes sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So this is also the example of decomposition reaction. Now the fourth example, that is decomposition of water in the presence of electric current, and that is why it is called electrolysis. So water, when the electric current is passed in the water, then it breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. So here also one molecule or one compound that breaks into two substances, hydrogen and oxygen. So this is also an example of decomposition reaction. Next, very important, photography. In the photography we use silver bromide. So see the statement, photography is based on the effect of light on silver salts. The reaction during exposure of a photographic film is a photo decomposition reaction. Actually, in the photographic plate that is coated with the silver bromide, and this silver bromide, when comes in contact with the flash of light, then it decomposes into the silver and bromine. So this type of example is also called as photo decomposition. Decomposition means breaking and photo means in the presence of light. So when in the presence of light any compound breaks, that is called photo decomposition reaction. Third type of reaction is called displacement reaction. And displacement reaction means, that is very simple displacement reaction. In the displacement reaction, what happens? One more reactive element that displaces a less reactive element from its salt solution. You can understand better with the help of this example. Let's say one very weak student is sitting on the bench and one very strong student want to sit in place of him. Then what that strong student will do? He will push him and he will displace him and will take the place of that student. It means the strong student is displacing a weak student. So in the same way, the elements or the metals, they are also arranged on the basis of their activities or reactivities. That is called reactivity series. So that element which is on the upper side of the reactivity series can easily displace the lower element present in the reactivity series. So see, with the help of example, you can understand CuSO4, copper sulfate and plus iron. In the reactivity series, iron is more reactive and copper sulfate, that is the compound, and in this copper is the element, but that is weak element. You can better understand, suppose sulfate is the chair and copper is sitting on it. But when iron comes, iron is more strong and reactive element, so iron easily displaces copper from copper sulfate, and iron easily sits on sulfate and forms the another compound, iron sulfate, FeSO4, and with the replacement of copper, copper is separated out from the solution. So this is an example of displacement reaction. Second example, Now the copper sulfate and plus zinc. The zinc is also more reactive than copper in the copper sulfate. Again I am telling you, suppose sulfate is the chair, copper is sitting, zinc is more reactive element, so zinc easily displaces copper from copper sulfate and it forms Cu plus ZnSO4. So in the first example, iron is displacing copper from copper sulfate, and in the second example, zinc displacing copper from copper sulfate. So there are these two best examples of displacement reaction. Next type of reaction, that is called double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction, in this what is there, actually this type of reaction occur mainly in the ionic compound, and two types of ionic compounds are taken as reactant, and when the reaction occurs, both the ionic compound they exchange their ions. So such type of reaction is called double displacement reaction. So see the example. Reaction between silver nitrate and sodium chloride in solution. So see, first reactant is AgNO3, second is NaCl. When they react to each other, then you see before the reaction with silver AgNO3 is there and with NaCl is there. But when the reaction occurs, both the reactant they exchange their ions. With silver Cl comes and with NaNO3 comes, and it forms NaNO3 plus AgCl. So see the definition again. The two ionic compound they react together and they exchange their ions. Silver nitrate plus sodium chloride give rise to sodium nitrate and plus silver chloride. Next example of double decomposition reaction is BaCl2 barium chloride plus H2SO4 sulfuric acid, and it forms 2HCl hydrochloric acid plus barium sulfate BaSO4. When the reaction occurs, the reactant side you see BaCl2 and H2SO4 is there, but after the reaction both these ionic compound they exchange their ions. With the barium sulfate comes, with the hydrogen chlorine comes, and it forms 2HCl plus BaSO4. Next example is precipitation reaction. Precipitation reactions are those type of reaction in which a precipitate is formed as a product. So what is the precipitate? First we will try to understand the meaning of precipitate. Actually, presence of some solid particles in the liquid, that is called precipitate. So whenever the two liquid solutions are mixed to each other, sometimes they form an insoluble particles, insoluble substance in it, and that is called precipitate. So listen, the definition of precipitate again: the presence of some solid or insoluble particles in the liquid solution, that is called precipitate, and formation of this type of precipitate in the reaction, such type of reactions are called precipitation reaction. See the definition: the reaction in which one of the product formed is an insoluble substance and is thrown out from the solution. Thrown out means that substance comes out from the solution, and it can be easily separated with the help of filtration method. So see the example: AlCl3 aluminum chloride plus 3NH4OH ammonium hydroxide. When they react to each other, then they form AlOH whole thrice aluminum hydroxide, and that is in the form of precipitate. Actually here this is denoted by down arrow. So whenever in the reaction any substance is shown with down arrow, it means that is precipitate. So here aluminum hydroxide is precipitate. So that is why this is the example of precipitation reaction. Second example, PbNO3 lead nitrate plus 2Ki potassium iodide. When they react to each other, then they form PbI2 plus 2KNO3. PbI2 is lead iodide that is formed in the form of precipitate, and that is shown with down arrow. So this is also an example of precipitation reaction. Now next type of reaction, that is neutralization reaction. What is the meaning of neutralization reaction? A neutral substance is formed after the reaction, and the best example you see NaOH, that is a strong base, plus HCl, that is a strong acid. When they react to each other, then they form NaCl, and NaCl is a neutral compound. Strong base and strong acid, they react to each other and they form a neutral compound NaCl. Formation of this neutral compound NaCl, that is an example of neutralization reaction. Second example, ZNO, zinc oxide and plus H2SO4. So ZNO and H2SO4, when they react to each other, then also they form a neutral compound ZnSO4. So that is also the example of neutralization reaction.